Chapter 8. Bildad the Shuhite then said in reply,
How long will you keep speaking like this? The words of your mouth are but a mighty wind. Will God pervert justice, or will the Almighty pervert righteousness? If your sons sinned against him, he let them be punished for their revolt. But if you would just look to God and plead with the Almighty for favor, and if you were truly pure and upright, he would pay attention to you and restore you to your rightful place. And though your beginning was small, your future would be great. Ask, please, the former generation, and pay attention to the things their fathers found out. For we were born only yesterday, and we know nothing, because our days on earth are a shadow. Will they not instruct you and tell you what they know? Will a papyrus plant grow tall where there is no marsh? Will a reed grow tall without water? While it is still in the bud, not yet plucked off, it will dry up before any other plant. This is the outcome of all who forget God. For the hope of the godless will perish, whose confidence is in vain, and whose trust is as fragile as a spider's web. He will lean against his house, but it will not keep standing. He will try to hold on to it, but it will not last. He is a moist plant in the sunlight, and his shoots spread out in the garden. In a heap of stones his roots become entwined. He looks for a house among the stones. But when he is uprooted from his place, that place will deny him and say, I have never seen you. Yes, that is how he will disappear. Then others will spring up from the dust. Surely God will not reject those who keep integrity, nor will he support evil men. For he will yet fill your mouth with laughter, and your lips with shouts of joy. Those hating you will be clothed with shame, and the tent of wicked ones will be no more.
Chapter 9. Job said in reply,
For a fact I know that this is so. But how can mortal man be in the right in a case with God? If someone wishes to argue with him, that one could not answer one of his questions in 1,000. He is wise in heart and mighty in power. Who can resist him and come off uninjured? He moves mountains without anyone knowing it. He overturns them in his anger. He shakes the earth out of its place so that its pillars tremble. He commands the sun not to shine and seals off the light of the stars. He spreads out the heavens by himself, and he treads upon the high waves of the sea. He made the ash, the Kisel and the Chima constellations, and the constellations of the southern sky. He does great and unsearchable things, wonderful things that cannot be counted. He passes by me, and I cannot see him. He moves past me, but I do not discern him. When he snatches something, who can resist him? Who can say to him, What are you doing? God will not restrain his anger. Even the helpers of Rahab will bow down to him. How much more, when I answer him, must I choose my words carefully to argue with him? Even if I were in the right, I would not answer him. I could only plead for mercy from my judge. If I call out to him, will he answer me? I do not believe that he will listen to my voice, for he crushes me with a storm and multiplies my wounds for no reason. He does not let me catch my breath. He keeps filling me with bitter things. If it is a matter of power, he is the strong one. If it is a matter of justice, he says, who can call me to account? If I were in the right, my own mouth would condemn me. Even if I keep my integrity, he will declare me guilty. Even if I keep my integrity, I am not confident about myself. I reject this life of mine. It is all the same. That is why I say he destroys the innocent and the wicked alike. If a flash flood should cause sudden death, he would mock at the despair of the innocent. The earth has been handed over to the wicked. He covers the eyes of its judges. If it is not he, then who is it? Now my days are swifter than a runner. They run away without seeing good. They glide by like reed boats, like eagles that swoop down on their prey. If I say, I will forget my complaint, I will change my expression and be cheerful, I would still be afraid because of all my pains, and I know you would not find me innocent. I would be found guilty. So why should I struggle in vain? If I wash myself in water from melting snow, and I cleanse my hands in lye, then you would dip me in a pit, so that even my own garments would detest me. For he is not a man like me that I may answer him, that we should go to court together. There is no person to decide between us who could serve as our judge. If he would stop beating me and not let his terror frighten me, then I would speak to him unafraid, for it is not in me to speak out of fear.